Damn, slow that bit down, Zo.
Dum dum, dum dum, dum dum.
Fucking B.
Ay. Dum dum, ay.
Once it's up there, stuck there.
Yes, yes. You already know
We
it's
ain't
your guy,
accepting apologies.
DJ.
I made it
Welcome
out
back
the
to another
hood, but
episode of
I'm still that nigga. Eat
IZZUP.
chicken and collard greens and don't believe the
Come
hype.
up showing them Harriet
They gonna
Tubman,
tell you a
cousin,
lot of
man. What's the deal, man? How y'all feel, man? Listen. You know what I'm saying? I'm in the building, man. First, I just want to inform y'all that you can go to the carryout.shop and get you some merch from the carriers. Wow, you know what I'm saying? And, you know what I'm saying? Somebody asked me the other day, what's up with your brand, this and that? It wasn't a brand. It's, you know, this me and my crew. You know what I'm saying? We got a, DJ company called The Carriers, and, you know what I'm saying? This is what we wear. But, you know, it grew into a brand, so get your Carriers merch, man, at the carryout.shop. You know what I'm saying? First and foremost, shout out to my guy, Kyle, in the building, man. What's up with you, Kyle? Yeah, man, we in the building. Make sure you go get them kids a puppy. You know what I'm saying? You promised your girl, you promised them a dog and all that. Go get them a dog. Get the dog. You've been promised them a dog. They want a designer dog, man. You know what I'm saying? Go to Shrinkline Kennels on the Instagram and go check out the new litter that we just dropped. You know what I'm saying? You know, we had the Rough House anyway. I'm going to bring them all to the next show and they're going to be all on the stage. All that, you know what I'm saying? The mini bullies. You know what I'm saying? The micro bullies, like they got the paperwork and all that. You know what I'm saying? Let you meet the mom and meet the dad and all that. You know what I'm saying? Shrinkline Kennels on the Instagram. Go on there right now and go check them out and pick a dog. You know what I'm saying? Because they waiting on their dog, you know? You just taking all day to get their dog. They you know what I mean? Everybody keep on saying, and what's going on? And what's going on? I'm going to tell you what's going on. Last week, the Ken Jones comedy show, it was Shalit Lit, and you missed it. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you tap in and, you know what I'm saying, pull up. Every third Friday, we in the building. But then after that, we right here, you know what I'm saying, at the Rough House for bike night. Bike night, it be, I don't even got a bike, but bike night be popping. So make sure that you here, you know what I'm saying? If you don't know where it's at, then, you know what I'm saying, hit me in the DM and I'll let you know, you know what I'm saying? Also, on the 31st of this month, right here, we having karaoke. And you know karaoke is just like karaoke, but when I'm on karaoke, I carry it. Get it? Like, yeah. But it's karaoke, and you know what I'm saying? We be having fun playing games. So come on, pull up, pop out, and sing your heart out with me. You know what I mean? You know, you can sing a duet, come sing off key with me. You know what I'm saying? Karaoke, the 31st of this month. Make sure you pull up, pop out. Yeah, like there's a lot going on. I got a special guest in the building now. Listen, this special guest right here, you know what I'm saying, we was off like before the interview, like, you know what I'm saying, we was busting it up and the conversation got so good, it's like, oh, we gotta start the show. We gotta get the show popping. So, you know what I'm saying, like, start clapping right now for my special guest. You know what I'm saying? Start Naya Rodriguez.
Fucking B.
Once it's up there, stuck there. We ain't accepting apologies. I made it out the hood, but I'm still that nigga eating chicken and collard greens and don't believe the hype.
Yes. So how are you?
I'm good, kid. How are you?
I'm doing good, man. My day was pretty cool, you know what I'm saying? Now I'm here, you know. And yeah, you know how it go. Life be lifing.
My feet don't reach.
And your feet don't touch the ground. I mean,
I was trying with all my heart. That's a short people problems. I'm telling you, like they're wow.
It's all good, you know what I'm saying? This a no judge zone, like, you know what I'm saying? We don't judge. Like, you tall enough to get on the go-karts at Six Flags, that's all that matters, you know?
Yeah,
as long as you can get on the go-karts, like, you good. So, Nate, tell the people about yourself, what you do and what you got going on.
True, I have a lot going on. Let's start with Philly Live and Uncut. You know, that's my YouTube channel. Also, that's my magazine as well. You know, public relations, marketing, promo, you name it. You know.
All right, so what's public relations?
Well, I'm more of I want to say music publicist. So that's my primary focal point because I deal with artists. So but I also do public relations as well for brands.
Yeah.
So
and,
I help
and
with
you
the
might hear
branding.
that term PR, like when people
Yeah,
say
you'll
PR.
hear PR.
it's
Yeah, you'll
PR.
definitely hear PR. And so,
So-
you want me to explain? Okay, so
Yeah, you
basically,
gotta
it's
tell them,
just
tell the chat.
it's making sure that the brand and or artist is painted in a positive light. I don't want to say that I'm the cleanup woman because that's a term that I don't. I don't want people to think that I can just go out there like a superhero and clean up mess. But I'm just making sure that
It's called damage control.
Right. I want to make sure that the artist is protected. I want to make sure that your content, your videos and all of those things are set up properly. If you're a brand, I want to make sure that there's clear, crisp video. Whatever you have going on, I want to make sure that it's out there. So it's almost like if you were to compare it to anything, it would be like the news. The media person.
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying? So when it comes down to media, you want to make sure that whatever the artist has going on, that the people are aware of it. Not to confuse it with that of management, because some people, they misunderstand what it means when it comes down to a publicist, your public relations specialist. They're not responsible for booking you. They're also not responsible to as far as like your payments are concerned. That's not what we do. We can coincide with the management team with regards to all of that, but that's not where, that's where the line is drawn. So it's primarily media, making sure you're seen, making sure you're heard.
Absolutely. And I just brung you here because I want you to like clarify a lot of stuff like PR. Like people just be throwing terms and stuff around, and people don't really know like what it fully means, or like what it really is, or like what you really like do. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, you know what I'm saying? She just do this. No, it's more than
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So they can know the services that you provide, and you know what I'm saying? Like even
Absolutely.
like, you know what I'm saying? Like other PRs like just for the common knowledge, because they don't nobody teaches you this kind of stuff. Like, you know what I mean?
No. You can operate according to textbook, but reality is not textbook.
Yeah.
It's experience. It's
It's
all
experience.
experience.
Yeah.
Because I went into it from the textbook point of view, and reality kicked in quick.
Reality, and then none of this shit was in the book.
Yes, absolutely. And so then what I learned to do is when a client reaches out to me, I do my history. A lot of people don't do their due diligence.
Right.
So then they look up and they're like, what in the heck did I get myself into?
Yeah.
But see, that's a person that's swinging it. You have to know, first and foremost, the artist. You have to know the artist. You have to know the brand. You have to know the management team. You cannot work with an artist if you are not or have not built a rapport with their management team.
Right.
The ideas and all of that has to link up.
Everybody be on the same page.
Absolutely. It can't be all over the place. And so there have been times when I've had to personally walk away from situations because everything was out of sync. And for me, I don't operate in chaos. I remove myself from chaos, but I refuse to operate in chaos. And so when I come into a situation, again, I've already done my due diligence. So I put together a plan, and then I sit down with the management team, artist, and or business or brand, and we discuss. And so then we have to come to a common ground, a mutual agreement as to how we're going to move forward. And so a lot of people don't do that, and this is why you have teams that dismember after a week or two.
Thanks. I've actually gotten jobs over people that got degrees and stuff because I had real life experience. They was like,
Yes.
you know what I'm saying? Because it's like, you're not going to know what to do when the shit get real because you've never been in the field. It's like, you know what
True.
I'm saying? So that's,
So true.
yeah, it'd be like a bad joint. So experience, like, you just gotta, yeah. So here on this show, like I just I know we was talking about networking, but like, you know what I'm saying, I stress the point of networking. Like, how important is networking to you? And tell the chat what it means.
Oh, absolutely. Networking is extremely important. That's how you build your business. That's how you build your brand. Through networking, that's how you get discovered as an artist as well. And so networking is extremely important. I can't emphasize that enough. I would have to agree that is one of, if not the greatest focal point to anyone's success or pinpoint to anyone's success. You can't be an artist but then stay in-house. You're limiting yourself. And so when you network, that takes off the limitations. It also gets rid of any fears or doubt that you may have, you know, regarding your future, the future of your business, the future of your artistry. You know, you gotta get out there, because that one, you may have, like, we talk about this all the time. You may get 100 no's, but through networking, you'll get that one yes. And that'll set the course for everything that you've already, you know, established. It'll take it to that next level, as we were discussing during break. You know, that's that next level right there. That networking is what's going to get you to that next level. But I will say, be careful of the network circles. Can we talk about that right quick?
Talk about it.
Okay, yeah. Be careful of the network circles, because not everyone out there screaming network is actually networking.
Say it again, man. You gotta say-
Not
you gotta say
everybody
it again.
screaming network is out there to network. There are groups and cliques out there that's deliberately trying. We used to say back in the day, trying to throw a monkey wrench in your situation. And so that said, you have to be careful of these networks, because they're not really networks, they're cliques. And so for me, I never want anyone to put me on a pedestal. I don't want you to look at me as up, because the same people that put you on a pedestal will be the same people knocking you off that pedestal when they can't get the same kind of access they once were able to get.
Yes.
Or if they get that one no for you because you may have had something else to do, or you may have had a prior obligation, and then everything just goes out the door. And so just be careful of whom you're networking with, because again, not every network is a network, is more of a clique. So, yeah.
So, how important is it, like, I mean, that, like, an artist has, like a support team?
Oh yeah, your team is very important. Not every day one is a quote unquote day one. Day one's going to stick around for the longevity. Some people fall off on the wayside. As you level up, your appetite changes. The way you think changes. The way you see things change. You seldom even want to go outside anymore, because it's important that as you level up, the higher you get, the more inaccessible you need to be. And there's reasons for that. You need to be inaccessible, because you can be everywhere and nowhere at the same time. You understand what I'm saying? And nobody had to tell me that. I just knew off the gate, because the industry that we're in, this world of entertainment, is very large, but it's also very small. And so there have been times when I've received invitations from some very influential people, but I understood that I couldn't always be outside. You know, and that's not, you know, that's not to say that the invitation wasn't a great invitation to maybe a listening party, you know, or a movie release or something like that, some behind the scenes stuff.
Yeah.
It just means that I don't want to be I don't want to be that fly on the wall. I don't want to be seen at it, because even though I represent artists who are brands, I'm a brand as well.
Right.
And so I have to protect what I've birthed.
Right.
What's birthing through me. And the way that I protect that is by not always being outside, and by not always being accessible to people.
Yes.
A lot of people aren't deserving of you. They're not deserving of a kid. They're not deserving of a Mears. I'm sorry, I don't know your name, but they're not deserving of him. They're not deserving of a Gutter.
Right.
Because because they've never had that genuine heart, genuine mind, body, spirit. They don't know how to interact when they come around you. And then so there are things they need to unlearn. And because you're at a certain level, you really don't have time to point out all the deficits.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about. And I'm not putting anybody down, because we all learn from somebody. But
I'll
there's
learn.
just some people who are stuck where they are. They're comfortable being there. They're comfortable at that level of chaos. They're comfortable at that level of hatred. and animosity towards somebody that's just trying to make a better life for themselves and their family. And so they want you to get the brunt end of their discomfort. And so when it comes down to your team, you have to really examine your team.
Facts.
Not everybody rowing. Some people drilling.
Yeah, because everybody gotta have a job.
Not everybody want to. Some people are just there because they're waiting for the blow up. They know that there's something there, but they haven't seen the blow up.
Right.
And then when the blow up comes, that's when you get the most support.
Yeah.
And so you got to pay attention. You can't let love blind you. Love is very blinding. Love hides a multitude of sin. So, you know, when it comes down to stuff like that, you got to really pay attention to your people, because the same people you work with can be the same people making phone calls behind your back, can be the same people praying against you and praying on you, but you don't know until you know. But you got to stay sharp. And the way that you stay sharp is by not being outside. By being, I want to say the black, I'm okay. I don't have to be everywhere. I like being the black sheep.
Right.
I like to be the eyeball out, because if I'm over here, I can see all that.
I can see everything
if
that's
I'm right there in the
over
mix,
there.
I can't see anything in the mix.
Right.
Because I'm being pulled every which way. I got this person in my ear, that person. But if I'm all the way over here with it, then I can see the room. I can see everything in front of me. So
Facts.
support system is very important. The right support system.
So PSP is was a thing started by my man DJ No Frills. Shout out to DJ No Frills. And it was like Philly support Philly, and he started it, and there was a movement, and like, you know what I'm saying, it just, and for me, like, it's just like, you know what I'm saying, like, we had a conversation earlier about like how Philly support Philly, so that's why I'm segueing this next segment, because it's like, that's just like some cool shit that niggas say in the interview, because like, you know, if you from Philly, it's like, it don't really work like that, and we tried to do it, like, you know what I'm saying, multiple times, but you know, like anywhere else, you go, like I've been all over the world, like travel places and like went places and, you know, did music and did shows. And like the second you travel and you go somewhere and you meet somebody, you tell them what you do, oh yeah, X, Y, Z, this and that. They be like, oh word. They're going to walk you right to the person that does, like the person that does that. They're going to connect you. Oh, this is my man Philly right here.
Yes.
They don't even know your name. They be like, this is my man Philly right here, this and that. They're going to plug you right in. Like, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of gatekeeping and like cliques, like you said, like, you know what I'm saying, that's going on, and it's just like, you know what I'm saying? And even like, you know what I'm saying, with some of the, you know, the showcases and the different stuff, like how do you like help navigate like through that? Like,
Okay, first let me just say, I've had conversations with Frills maybe like 2 years ago, and we talked about this. We talked about this very thing, how the Philly situation, but I want to say that I don't want to, nobody put me on. No, nobody put me on. I did the work. People like, my networking came from me doing the work.
Kyle, you could grab us
Me-
two of those?
Yeah.
Hey, Kyle, you could grab us two of those, Kyle? Grab us two of those waters? Yeah.
So nobody put me on,
Appreciate you.
and I never asked to be put on, because I didn't want to be known as the person that's latching on to people.
Right.
And I knew that when I was building my brand, that I wanted my brand to be built on the work that I put in. And so we talked about this, and when you talk about Philly support Philly, I'm just going to be real raw. So, you know, I'm not really concerned about how anybody's going to take this, but Philly does not support Philly.
At all.
All of the love, all of the introduction, all of the invitations, and all of those things came from people outside of Philly. And like you said, those were the people who walked me straight to, they walked me straight to the source. Oh yeah, the branded thing. Thank you, kid. And so, you know, like you said, they weren't intimidated. They didn't feel insecure or threatened by walking me straight to the source. And so, sadly, in this industry, you know, be it comedy, you know, be it DJs, artists, brands, whatever, there are a lot of people who are intimidated. But how can you say that you're that bull or you're that girl and then you're intimidated and you feel that somebody's gonna knock you out of your spot.
Yeah.
Like, we're not in competition.
Right.
We're building brands. It's all about networking. So if you bring me to an event, right, as a plus one,
Right.
and you got somebody over here that's a money person or an investor that comes to me, they may bypass you and come to me. That's a win for the team, right?
Thanks.
I know how to carry it. If I didn't know how to carry it, then people wouldn't invite me into these places and put me into these rooms. Because let them tell it, who are you? You got more to benefit off of me than I got the benefit off of you, because I've actually had somebody tell me that. But then if I had more to benefit off of you, then why you come to me?
Right.
I didn't knock on your door. So what are we talking about? You knocked on my door. You came to me. You want to do something with me. You know that I have a service that you needed. So then you can't flip the script and say, who are you?
Right.
And so, not to bash Philly. I love Philly. But, Philly need to tighten up, because there's other cities out there that's running Philly through the mud. I've had people say to me, why are you promoting that person? But this Philly right here, I promote who I want to promote. If I want to promote somebody from Miami, I'm going to promote somebody from Miami. If I want to promote somebody from New York, Maryland, D.C., whatever, Canada, wherever, I'm going to promote them. Should it matter?
At all.
If we're supposed to be a support system, then that support should extend to wherever the support is needed. And so we talked about that. Frills and I talked about it a few years ago.
Shout out
and
to
he
Frills,
he felt that way, and that's one thing. And matter of fact, let me just say this publicly. Frills said some things during our private conversations that ring true. But those are private conversations. I'll never bring those because I'm that type of person. Even, like in business, I'm still a brand. So there's some things that I won't say. I'm not that clickbait person. So there's things that I'll keep private. But that one thing about Philly not supporting Philly is absolutely true. Why are we trying to cut each other off at the neck? You might have somebody, just say for instance, he's a videographer. I'm a videographer. So you gonna cut me out because that's your man's? But then you want to scream Philly, support Philly? I have a YouTube channel. You have a YouTube channel. I've promoted other promoters when I was a promoter. I promoted other publicists when I was a publicist, because it might look the same, but it's not going to taste the same.
Absolutely.
Because I do it
different. And there's enough
different.
money for everybody. It ain't like a limited
Thank
supply.
you.
Like, it ain't like we got to, like, scramble to harvest all the money and take it all.
Yup.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's even with me. Like, I do a lot of DJ gigs, and people are like, oh, yeah, you do a lot of gigs, this and that. But I also give away a lot of gigs. Sometimes I'm double and triple booked. People might call me for this day, and I tell the client,
Yes.
like, yeah, well, I can't make it, but I got somebody that can. And if I do send somebody, like, it's going to be equivalent to what, like, I do. They want the energy. They want the interaction with the crowd. So
Yes.
shout out to the carriers. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of DJs that, that I trust, that I, fuck with, that'll do the job. Like, you got to show up and do the job.
Exactly. And I just want to just kind of like trickle back right quick, because as an independent music publicist, PR representative, I've worked with at times multiple artists. And so I can't speak for anyone else, but I always do my due diligence. And I have the ability to separate and to understand what each individual artist needs are.
Right.
And so that said, sometimes it can be kind of tricky, because when you're an artist who seeks notoriety and who want to be in the limelight, and naturally so, because you want to get out there, you want to make that big money, it then becomes a struggle, because when you represent multiple people at one time, everyone wants the same kind of attention.
Right.
And although I've never lacked in the attention that I've provided for the artists that I deal with, because I'm great at artist development as well. And so that said, and I'm sure you can agree. Say for instance you have DJs underneath of you. You may have a gig that's coming up, and you may find that you may have like the want or demand for you is it may be too much, and so you know a DJ that can get the job done. You're not going to send an inexperienced DJ to that particular function if you know who's going to be in the building.
Right.
When you know who's going to be in the building, you're going to set up that play accordingly. And so I try to help the artists, like when I was dealing with multiple artists at the same time, I try to help them understand that.
Right.
There are so many artists out there who have been undermined and undercut by their management team. I don't even want to say this, because I've had situations where management reached out to me and what was said about them was not cool, and I'm like, dag, that's the management team. And so for me, respectfully, now it's time for me to bow out.
Yeah, I gotta go. I can't be a part of this.
Yeah.
It's not going to win because
Yeah.
the infrastructure all fucked up.
Yeah, and so for me, now it's time for me, to bow out. Because I don't want to be a part of that. I don't want to be a part of a management team calling me and not speaking highly of the artist, because that tells me that you don't believe in that artist.
We working with. We supposed to be working like this.
Facts.
Yeah.
Facts. And so if you don't believe in that artist, why work with them?
Yeah, why is you even doing this?
I get music all the time sent to my email. And if it's not up to par, if I can mention something to tweak it and they receive it, okay, let's get it done. I can set you up with the right people. But then I have some people who don't want to accept it, and then guess what? Okay, that's fine. I'm not mad, I'm not upset. But there's been a lot of times where I respectfully bowed out, because it starts with the head, and if the head is messed up, then everything else is messed up. And then I don't want to be attached to that, because if I'm attached to that, then now my situation gonna get out of alignment. And with me, everything has to be structured. And so when the foundation is being chipped away, I'm not collapsing with the rest of you. I'm sorry, I don't care who you are. I don't care who you know. I don't care who you connected to. If I know that what my end point is bigger than what's going on right now. And so I have to protect that, by all means necessary. So it's tricky and it's sticky out here, especially with the line of work that I do.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? So for real, it is. Definitely.
So what's the hardest part about representing multiple artists at one time?
Ego. One word, ego. I gotta say it like I mean it. The hardest part of dealing with multiple artists is it will definitely be the ego. The other thing is, okay, if I'm working with all of you and I can see, just say for instance, I have an artist here, this artist is strong in this area. Then I have this artist over here, this artist is strong in this area. Together, you're even stronger. I found that a lot of artists, they don't want to work together. I don't know why that is. I had an opportunity for someone to get plugged in over here in Philly. That's what they said they wanted to do. They wanted to come to Philly. They wanted to tap into the Philly market. And so I arranged for that to happen. But then they didn't want to do it. And so I'm like, why wouldn't you? This is the opportunity that you need to get in. So as a publicist, I'm always looking for opportunities to get the artists what they need,
together,
to fill in that gap where they're lacking. And the ego, that's the most difficult thing that I've ever had to deal with an artist. It's ego. It's ego. Big time. Hey, kid, big time ego. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's hard. It's difficult.
What even made you want to start helping people?
Now you about to take me back. Well, what most people don't know, I think I shared this. Can I shout out to Sipping with Sammy? Thank you.
Shout out to Sam,
yeah, him
man.
and his lady
Sippin'
K.
with
Much
Sammy.
love. Much
That's my
respect.
guy.
Yes,
Big
that's my
Brody.
guy. Family for life. Most people don't know that my father was in a group. My father was a part of the group called the Troopers. They were the original Troopers. See, back then, it was a lot of shady stuff going on, and so they were robbed out of their masters as well as their name. The manager sold their masters and the name.
Dang.
So a lot of people don't know that. And, just life experience in itself. I'm a PK. And so my mother did a lot of missionary
What's a
work.
PK?
preacher's kid.
Oh, wow.
So my mother did a lot of
Y'all ain't
missionary.
know that. Y'all ain't know that neither. Don't. You know what I'm saying? Don't grind me up in the comments like I should have knew that because I'm gonna ask the questions. Like,
Yeah, and so, you know, it was a situation. You know, I'm an Army brat as well. God rest my dad's soul. Love you, pops. Yeah, so coming from a suburban area, moving into the city, it was like a shock to our system. So we come from a place, you leave the doors open, leave the windows open, you can leave your bikes outside. And so, you know, that we soon learned that you don't do that in the city. Stuff turn up missing if you get caught slipping. And so that's what happened. And so, you know, because I was a PK kid and an Army brat, you know, a military brat, you know, we were always taught, do unto others as you would have others to do unto you, and esteem others better than yourself. And so, you know, I learned, you know, through getting bullied. A lot of people don't know that because I'm such a firm woman and I'm strong, you know, through getting bullied, you know what I'm saying? And then seeing people get done dirty, I was like, okay, if I'm going to start this platform, then, you know, I want to look out for people who may not ever get the opportunity to have a platform for whatever reason. It could be a sideline hater. It could be somebody out there that just don't want to, that's all for self. And so, you know, I look at artists that are fire that should be going with the wind, like Phoenix, and they don't get that opportunity because you have somebody sitting back like, nah, or they may feel intimidated. They may be intimidated. And so for me, I'm not in competition with anyone. Right. And so if I can create a lane and help that artist get where they need to be, then I'm going to do what I need to do. And it's all love. It could be barter system. It can be whatever. Like it's according to the situation. But that situation is discussed in, you know, in a private setting. But I wanted to help people because other than my immediate folk, nobody helped me with anything.
Thanks.
Nobody helped me build Lady B. Nobody helped me build Philly events and shows. Nobody helped me with that. Nobody helped me with that. You know what I'm saying? I went to a source, but then you got this raw conversation.
Yeah. You know what I'm
So I
saying?
went to a source, you know, somebody I considered to be a thorough individual, and you know, they saw me moving, they saw me, you know, with artists and stuff like that. And one thing I don't always put everything on social media. I might post up with somebody that everybody know, but I might take a photo with them, but I'll never post it. I'll keep that in my catalog. I keep that in the back burner. And then I had Frill say, no, put it out there. But I found that when I put it out there, then that's when you get the superficial text. That's when, oh, since we got to do something, holler at me. That's when I get all these DMs. But when you think I don't have any emotion, or you feel that I don't have any emotion, it's crickets. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with the crickets.
Right.
Because I don't want superficial people around me. I don't want you to be around me because you think that you can use me to get where you want to, or you can cut me out to get to somebody else. You don't have to do that with me.
Right.
If I see that you need kid, what's up? This person needs you. I'm gonna connect you where you need to be connected because I genuinely want you to win. I'm not on that fake stuff. I'm not on that fake time. And you owe me nothing. The only thing I ask is, listen, can you shout me out? Give me a testimonial. Because that's how I make my bread. That's how I'm introduced to clients. That's how people find out who Naya is. That's how they find me. Because I'm not an artist. I'm the person behind the artist. And I love being behind the scenes. I didn't even know you were going to pull me up here. I thought I was just coming, you know, but I'm a behind the scenes person. Yeah. And I'm okay with that.
Somebody said yesterday, I heard shadow work. People doing the, you know what I'm saying, the behind the scenes. That's like to make it look like what you see, like is like a some people got a machine behind them, but then you know what I'm saying, some people just got the, you know what I'm saying, they crew and they people just behind the scenes making shit happen. Absolutely.
And see, I'm all for the so-called little people, because people look at me as a little person. Okay, you can look how you want to look. But if they saw what I showed y'all earlier, they wouldn't be saying that. But it is what it. That's not going to make me shrink, because I'm still Naya. I've been Naya, and I'm not going to shrink because of a person's perception.
Right.
Because of some followers or non-followers, that don't make me Naya.
Right.
I'm comfortable, and I know who I am. I know what I'm built like, and because I know what I'm built like, and I know my capabilities and what I can do, how I can what I can get done, I'm not waiting for anybody. I don't need validation. I'm not waiting for you to tell me I'm great. I know I'm great.
Yeah.
I know that's the mindset, and that's not even arrogance. That's not even arrogance. That's me knowing that my self-worth isn't based on what you have to say, what you say or don't say about me. I'm past that point.
Yeah.
That'll keep you stagnant and that'll keep you stuck.
People had following before social media, though. Like, you ain't,
That
like, you know what I'm
part.
saying? That's what people fail to realize. Like, I mean, a lot of people that, you know, like, there's a lot of, like, entertainers and, you know, people that got, like, a large following, you know what I'm saying, in real life. You know what I'm saying?
Yup.
But on, you know, social media, they just can't really get it together because, you know, social media, like, this whole social media shit is new. For real, for real.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? The people that's running it, that got it down packed and everything is the new people. Like, you know what I'm saying? They, like, you know, it's like, you know, but the old school people that been, like, out here, like, doing stuff and doing shows and stuff, like, it's people that, oh, I know them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? People got real memories and
Yes.
experienced, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, so it's like, you know, the social media is just like, you know.
It's and this is the thing, right? Everybody's a celebrity on social media. Social media have a lot of people thinking, how many of those followers do you actually interact with? How many of them are real supporters versus spectators?
Yeah.
I'd rather have genuine friendship, relationship, and business than to have something that's going to be temporary.
It's a
Because
numbers game.
You understand? So it's like what I'm building is a permanent foundation, something that can't be destroyed. And I don't care how big a person is, because I've gone through that. Let me just say this. When we talk about those rooms, getting into those rooms, let me just say this. I went to a situation, it was a showcase, it was out of state. I went to the showcase. And a big name person came in. My connect was introducing me to this big name person, this celebrity. You know what that celebrity said? Oh, okay. You know what that celebrity said to me?
What?
Oh, I already know you, Naya. I'm like, you already know me. This person don't even follow me, but they knew me. So people talk. And people
the work
also
gonna speak
watch.
for itself, yeah.
I want my work to speak for me. I don't forget all of that. Forget all that extra stuff. Let my work speak for me. And when people come to me and they want to take me on as a new client, I said, no, let me show you how I work first. Some people want to jump head first. So if I can offer advice, artists, brands, don't jump head first. Because it's a lot of smoke screen and mirror out here. Do your research. Do your due diligence. I'm not saying listen to everybody that has something to say about a person, because you can have somebody who might have been tight with NI, and NI had to cut them off because they were moving funny. I'm sorry. So NI had to cut them off because they were moving funny. Their agenda didn't mesh with his agenda. And so now you got somebody on the sideline saying, don't mess with him, he grimy. But NI is nothing like what they say he is. So I'm not saying listen to everything you hear, because people will tell you some crazy stuff and have you looking at somebody sideways when really that person they got you looking at, they a thoroughbred. And they hate the fact that you're a thoroughbred. They hate the fact that people like you and gravitate to you and don't gravitate to them.
Right.
I had somebody, like I said, a +1. Big name person come over to me, skip them. They get mad. Why you mad at me? I'm team. They put me on, I'm putting you on because I'm really loyal. I'm rare. And I can say this with confidence. If I'm messing with you like that and I'm your friend, we locked in for life. We family. Not many of us still exist, but we also the ones that get effed over the most.
Right.
Because everybody out here screaming, yeah, I got you, and we friends, we this, we family. They really not that. They're not that. They're sitting around you because they want to figure you out. They want to figure out how you're able to do what you do.
What you doing?
They want the blueprint. So artists, always be on point and never be afraid to reinvent yourself. I'm always reinventing myself. Not because I don't want somebody to learn what it is that I'm doing. I tell everybody that I meet, celebrity, non-celebrity, I don't want what you earned. I want what you learned. Not so I can use it against you and act like I didn't learn from you, because I'm going to shout you out.
Right.
If I learn something from you, I'm going to shout you out. It's a lot of people out there now tracing the blueprint that I put out there. Not 100%, because I hit the switch up quick. Right. When I recognize and realize it's the same old, I don't want the same old. I'm tired of hearing the same old. I don't want to do the same thing that everybody else doing. I don't want to dress like everybody else. I don't want to speak like everybody else. Because I know that if I do that, then I'm meshed in with the masses. I'm not trying to keep up with the Joneses. I want to surpass the Joneses. And the only way that I can surpass the Joneses is by doing it differently. People going to spend money for different, but they're not going to spend money for the same. Familiarity breeds content. When people get, when people get familiar with you, or that's when they play in your face, because they think they know you. They think they got you mapped out. It's been tons of people since I stepped out on faith and started my own situation with my different things that I got going on that got offended because they thought they had me figured out. I'm the most unfigurable out person, and that's not even a word. Don't sleep on me. I'm a thinker. My mind is always going. I'm a creative. And if you're a creative, you get what I'm saying. So when you think I'm going left, bro, I'm going right and I'm busting a U-turn. When you think when you think I'm going to make a U-turn now, I'm going straight up and climbing that ladder. Like I just move that way. Right. Because I know it's necessary, because I want to be singled out. Not for fame. When they say more money, more problems, the more you out there, the more difficult it is. It's not easy. Cause I've run into some shit. Excuse my language. Can I curse?
No, you can curse on this joint.
Listen,
fuck that. This show, yeah, you can say
Lord
all
forgive
that
me.
shit.
I've run into some shit that had me saying, now what kind of fuckery is this? This is a circus. This is a circus, and this is supposed to be professional. See, on the outside, all that shit look good. That lights, cameras, action bullshit. But behind the scenes, if you know what I know, some of the shit, I had to unsee some of the shit that I saw. I had to unhear some of the shit that I heard. Because I'm like, no wonder this artist isn't as far as he or she could be.
Right.
No wonder this brand is not popping the way this brand should be popping. No wonder this business isn't taking off the way that it should take off, because everybody worrying about what the next man or next woman got.
Worry about the wrong shit.
You understand? And we kind of touched on this. Remember Joe Palmieri? Who from the Joe Palmieri era? Y'all don't remember? Okay, all right. So here's the situation. Joe Palmieri didn't pick and choose who got to wear his custom-made clothing. So then why am I going to pick and choose who deserve to be in the limelight and then do some shady shit to make sure that I dim that light? That's fuck boy, fuck girl shit. Why would I do that? If I know Kid out here doing his thing, Mayor's out here doing his thing, what's the other one, the part of the crew? The one that does he wears the powdered face sometimes.
Oh, Ish the Butler.
If Ish out here doing his thing and I come across some funny shit, if I'm a LOL underneath of his post, you best believe I'm going to put that shit in, I'm going to put it in my story, and I'm going to highlight that man. Because he out here grinding.
Right.
He's out here grinding.
It don't cost you nothing.
Support Ben Free. Shout out to Mo. I don't know if he's listening, but support Ben Free. It cost me $0 to support you. And that's not going to mess up my situation
at all
by me supporting you. And like I said, I promoted PRs. I promoted other promoters, managers. Why not? I can't have it all to myself. You understand? And I guess it also boils down to whether or not you already have income coming in. Because I think a lot of it is attributed to the fact that people are struggling out here.
Right.
And so they figure if I put you on, then that's taken from me. That's taking food out my belly. I'm sorry, I don't have those kinds of problems. Thank God.
Right.
That's not to say that I've never been through that. That's a whole nother subject segment in itself. But, you know, I've been through some things. And so that's why what you hear right now is not anger, but passion. Because we need to stop all of this bullshit that we're doing out here. Stop cutting people. Yeah, tighten the fuck. Philly, tighten the fuck up. I said it. Tighten up. Tighten up. And then you wonder why they always run. They running out of Philly because they can't get what they need from their so-called own people. The fuck?
And we got the city, our city, one of the most talented cities. They just named us Music City.
Talk about it.
You know what I'm saying? Like everybody, you think about it, everybody come here to get a Philly artist. Every band, every tour has somebody in their band from Philly. Every tour, you know what I'm saying? Like
yes. And they gotta outsource.
Yeah.
So here's the thing, right? We can go back to what Mir said, education. All right? Education about the business. Why would you step into this artistry, this community, music industry, entertainment, and you not know shit about entertainment?
Right.
You don't know how to carry it in this world. You don't know how to get caught up in all the bullshit, and there is a lot of bullshit in this industry.
Big facts.
Now, can we kind of double back on what he said?
What'd he say?
I've been to some of these fake ass talent shows where the winner already lined up. So you gonna go through all the trouble and secure a $5,000 grant, and I got somebody coming out of town that's fucking fire, but you already know you want them to win because they gonna give you half. They gonna give you a kickback. Yo, I'm gonna let you get this 5,000, but you know, give me 1,500, give me 25. And you just robbed this man out of an opportunity. You just robbed this woman out of an opportunity.
Yeah.
But I'm a +1 on some bullshit like that. And you think I'm gonna be happy? You think I'm gonna mess with you after you just brought me to some bullshit? And I'm seeing it playing out in my face. So that's why I say I don't accept every invitation.
Yeah.
All money ain't good money. All connections aren't good connections. Not every network is a network but a fucking clique. And so then, you know, that's why I say, build your own lane. Stand 10 toes down on business and be firm in your standards and your morals, because if you get caught up in the hype, all that shit goes to hell. All of it. Don't lose your scruples on this bullshit. Don't do it. It's not worth it. Because you got to look at yourself in the mirror. And at the end of the day, you got to be able to say and take responsibility for every decision that you make. And when you fall privy and fall prey to the bullshit, you have just lost your identity. A lot of people don't like me because I haven't lost my identity. I don't give a
Fuck. Yeah, I said it.
I don't give a flying fuck.
Yeah.
Or gorilla's ass about how anybody feels about me.
Yeah. But you know, it's sensitive. It's sensitive now. Like people be, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, if somebody speak their mind, somebody tell the truth, somebody being real, like it's like, oh yeah, you can't say, don't say it like that.
Yeah.
Like, no, that's how it need to be said.
Exactly.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Your approach is like, you know what I'm saying, rough, not to me, because like I'm used to the straight no chaser shit, but like to some people it's it's like a little intimidating. No, I don't like how you putting it. Like that's you know what I mean, that's the formula to success. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it shit ain't always all like, oh,
facts.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and shit is real.
Shit is not peachy keen. Listen, I've had people say, oh, you gotta learn how to play the game.
Ice cream.
I'll be damned. Okay? If I'm gonna be fake, I don't do fake. Play the game. So you want me, now I know how to act in an environment. So just say, for instance, we might come together one day in an environment where they don't mess with me, I don't mess with them. I know how to carry it. I ain't gonna start no bullshit, but I be damned if I'm gonna play the game and go over there and shake this person's hand when I know this person been dragging my name through the mud. That's not what we doing here. I'm gonna keep it real light and cordial. You will never know that I don't fuck with that person, because I've been in environments where somebody had it on, that was on the departure was on them because they did some fuck shit.
Yeah.
And I respectfully removed myself.
Right.
My presence is everything. Yeah, I'm a whole vibe. And so when I remove myself, I tell everybody one time, if I ever have to remove myself, it's going to be because of what you did. And so when I remove myself, it's like a withdrawal with most people because they know that I'm a rider. When I say I got your back. When I say that you're again, I'm just that person. I'm real with it. What you see is what you get. I'm not faking the funk. I'm a real one, and I say that with all kind of conviction. I'm a real one, okay? And so I can be in the same atmosphere, and you'll never know. And see, the guilt in that person gonna make them tell you, but I would never tell you.
Right. Because
I would never tell you. I sit here, I'm easy breezy, beautiful cover girl. Yo, what's up? You will never know. You will never know. But I'm not gonna do some fake shit. I'm not gonna shake your hand. I'm not gonna be all Joe because I know you don't like me. And one thing about me is I have the ability to read the room. So I know if I can get loose with you. I know if I can get comfortable around you. And if I can't get comfortable and I can't get loose, then I'm not tight, but I'm observant. Antennas all the way up.
Facts.
Because it's something about your character that's not right.
Energy's off.
It's off, way off. That vibration, that low vibration. You can be smiling. You can be, hey, ha da 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 da, and your vibration is something. It just don't fit.
So tell them about your magazine.
Oh yes, my magazine is Fully Live and Uncut magazine, and here's the thing. Get at me. My magazine is open.
Point over there. But point to them, the camera that's lighting up.
Oh, I didn't see it.
The camera. Yeah, there you go. That's who you talking to. Talking to them. Yeah.
Fully Live and Uncut. If you are an artist who needs exposure, if you're a brand, it doesn't matter if you're a comedian. Listen, I take them all. You just have to holler at me. Just get with me. You understand? Have your bio ready, okay? Have your bio ready.
If they need help with their bio.
Yeah, if you need help with your bio, I can do that too. You understand me? And so it becomes a situation where I like to say this, and people laugh all the time. You could give me crayons, I'm going to melt it and I'm going to paint a Picasso. Because I've done that. I've done that several times where I had limited information. But see, that's the part about being a PR. I'm not going to over-embellish, but I'm going to highlight what I know you are as an artist and as a brand. So, yeah, you can get at me. Like any business, you can be a small business owner, a brand. You don't even have, you can be non-industry. It doesn't matter. Get with me, and you'll be on the face of that cover.
Big facts.
Yes.
So, just to name a few, like what? All right, shout out a couple of artists, like 5 artists that you fuck with, that you think is people need to check out.
They already, does it matter if they're known or unknown?
I mean, it don't matter, but more likely if they like unknown, because if they already a worldwide name.
Got
it's like,
you. Well, first I want to say Reality Childs.
Shout out to Reality
Childs,
That's my guy.
R3 Banger.
R3 Banger, shout out to R3 Banger.
Yeah. I got a story about my cut.
Producer extraordinaire.
Yeah, he definitely, like, he's so out of here that it's not. And I always tell him, I'll be like, bro, I'll hit him up. I'll be like, what we doing, bro? Like, what we doing? Like, R3 Banger, he's a different kind of monster.
Yeah.
He's a beast, I'm trying to tell you. Like, he reminds me of him a little bit. Mirrors, like, they kind of...
The passion. Like,
yeah.
how serious.
Yes, and then that
when
whole...
you talking to Mirror, like, he... Like,
yes.
he all the way in it.
They are so commercial. Like, they are marketable. Like, genius.
Yeah.
I'm just going to keep it a beam, okay? Reality Childs, what a lot of people don't know is that's my folks. That's my blood family.
Yeah,
and so when I got into the business, when I stepped out on my own, I had some people I was managing them. Some people was trying to backdoor me and snatch them. I'm like, they don't even know that's family.
Right.
So that's why I say, you didn't even know you was trying to steal my cousin.
Right.
Like, this is my folks, but I never went off his name.
Right.
I wanted to build my own situation. In fact, when he was brought to me, we didn't know that we was family at the time. but I was already representing them, and that's when we found out that we were family. But that's my blood relative. That's really my folks. And they tried to see, we talk that Philly support Philly-ish, but you tried to steal my folks from me.
Right.
And that's my
Not even
family.
knowing that that's folks for real.
You understand me? So we got R3 Banger. We have Reality Child. What's his name? Is it RS Ralphie? Ralphie OL. What's his doggone name? Now I gotta mention you. Hold up. Let me stop. Mares. I'm
PLR
definitely
Mare.
PRL Mares.
PLR
I'm
Mare.
definitely messing with you. Like we can't get past that. So that's 3 right there. It's a couple of them. I locked them in. It's this boy out of Maryland. His name Wings.
Okay.
King Wings. WIINGS. The boy is fire. When I tell you he's like that, he's crazy with it. And Great God, of course. Nick Guns out in the NY. Yeah. Z Riddler, you might have heard of him before. You know what I'm saying? I mean, those are some of my favorites right there.
So what is it about an artist that make you like what is it like? How do you know when the artist got like it? Like make you like, you know what I'm saying? Like, all right.
I like to say,
Like I could be a part of this project.
yes, I like to say je ne sais quoi.
Say what?
Je ne sais quoi.
I say who?
They gotta have that je ne sais quoi. You know what I mean? Saying like it gotta be the whole. I mean, it has to be the whole package. And if it's not the whole package, at least a package that's coming together. You understand? I don't want to say that I'm like Build-A-Bear, but I like to be a part of the process. Some people want to jump in when it's already popping. I'd rather they go over there somewhere with that,
Right.
because when it's already popping, it's gonna be a lot of conflict. And so when you're a part of the process, we're growing together, we're learning
Right.
together, we're building together. To me, that builds a stronger foundation. That becomes a tight-knit community at that point.
Because if I'm already lit and then you come along, it's like, all right, come on, Nate,
Yeah.
do the thing, do the stuff.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes. For real. Man, listen, I'm in the hot seat right now. Man, I'm in the hot seat.
Definitely in the
yeah.
hot seat. It's hot than the mother.
Sheesh, I'm in the hot seat right now because it's like, for me, I look at your passion, whether or not you want to put in the work or you want everybody to put in the work for you. And so it's important as an artist that you get in that lab. Don't just sit on all that heat. Eventually it's going to be cold and you want that heat to warm things up. You want to have that heat to keep you during those cold nights. And so get in that lab. Get in that lab, man. You have to master your craft. Master your craft. Don't be that artist out there flailing in the wind. Don't be that comedian out there frailing in the wind. Winging it. Don't wing it. Going on the days of winging it because you don't have big executives coming to save you. Giving you so-called, locking you into these contracts, and then you look up and really everything that you have, that car, that chain, them homes and all of that, you got to pay that back, and you never see that money. You want to be that person that's able to really, benefit from them royalty checks. You want to see the royalty checks. You don't want to just you just don't want to hear about it, see it, and then it be taken away. You actually want to see something from you. You want to be able to see all of the work that you want that harvest. You want that harvest. And so you have to put in the work. And so whenever I'm dealing with an artist, there's a couple of things that I check for. And it's number one at the top of my list, your language. Because everybody can talk a good game. Don't talk about it, be about it. Show me. I don't want it. Don't tell me, show me. So I'm looking for that. It's your language and whether or not you're applying everything that you're saying out of your mouth. I'm not big on words. I have a lot to say, but I'm not big on words. Because I actually follow through with whatever it is that I'm saying out of my mouth.
Right, so I ain't saying too much. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying what I'm saying, and then you about to do it.
Exactly. And another thing I want to say, don't be that artist jumping the gun. I want to touch on that because you overlook a lot of people like Nay for an established name with a lot of followers. But there's no guarantee that established name is going to get you that plug that you need. There's no guarantee that established name is going to get you in front of the right people. I know labels right now. I can go sit down with them right now, call them right now. But I don't do that because I'm focused on what I have. What you've built is what you've built.
Right.
What I'm building is what I'm building. That's not to say that I would never reach out to those resources, but I want my folks to know who've already established a footing that that's not why we're friends.
Yeah.
I get told off on the look. They'll text me. They'll call me. I haven't heard from you. What's up? What's good? You forgot about me? These people don't have to check on me. These big-time label exec, big-time producer, they don't have to check on me, but they do. And that right there is why I keep going. That's why I don't let all the goofy shit that goes on, that's been going on around me, that's been thrown at me, stop me from going. People say, oh, why you marketing your page like you a celebrity, you an artist, da-da-da-da-da. If you're not marketing me, damn it, I'm going to market myself. And if I'm making you look like gold, what the fuck? I'm supposed to make myself look like cubic zirconia?
Right, what I'm supposed to look like?
I'm supposed to make myself look like cubic zirconia, but I'm supposed to make you look like gold. No. If I'm building a brand. My name is my brand, and so I'm going to do what's necessary to make sure that I'm seen. That my brand is seen, that people know what I do. Because I have an end game, and I'm locked into that end game. And nobody knows what it is, but I'm manifesting it every single day by building good, healthy network, healthy relationship, healthy friendships, healthy business. A lot of that is not what we see. And I think that's what tore Philly apart. Unhealthy business relationships.
Yeah. There's been a lot of that.
A lot. A lot. You know what I'm saying, kid? But it's like, you know, in my situation, take the situation. I'm a female, and I'm in a male-dominated industry. I don't spread like butter. And so sometimes I'm passed over for opportunity. And it's okay, because it really wasn't an opportunity.
It wasn't.
Because I'm not in it for that. I've gone to parties, listening parties, and I've brought a +1. And when I tell you, hey, this is business for me, and you get in there, and you wilding out, you fanning out and all of that, you will never come with me. I cut them up. Listen.
So you ever took somebody to a party and it was up like that, and they fanned out?
Listen, right? Whoa. I had already been going out traveling, getting my video, getting my photos and all of that. And so we go to this situation. I don't know who this sister was. Like, she tried to act like we were in business together later on because I cut her off. Like, we were never in business. When I started my situation, I started alone, and I foresee myself ending alone because I'm not with all of the politics. I'm not with all of that. And so we go to this event. See, business 101, entertainment 101 is that when you know that artists have just got finished pouring their heart out, that you don't go running up to them after they've just finished performing on stage.
Right.
And so there was this person who was acting like they were a part of this establishment. And they kept trying to pull myself and my +1 into rooms and situations. And I'm like, no, I'm good. No. And I'm telling my +1, no, fall back. We don't do that. Something felt off. And so I'm glad that I knew how to carry it before I came into the situation, because that could have blackballed me for life.
Right.
But they went in there and pulled them into a situation with these artists. And I said, oh, no, that's not how we do. Because when you're with me, like right now, I consider myself a reflection of Smurf. That's my brother. Shout out to my brother.
Shout out to Smurf.
I'm a reflection of him because I'm in his folks' house right now. So I'm a reflection of him. So when I come in here, I'm going to be very respectful. I'm a respectful person anyway, but I'm gonna be highly respectful because I'm an extension of who he is. So when I say this about this individual, I'm like, you're a reflection of me right now.
Right.
This is my brand. Like, I I didn't
You
think that
with
I
me.
needed to. Yeah, I didn't think that I need to have a conversation. It should just be
tell you
common
that,
sense.
yeah.
I shouldn't have to tell you this, but I made that known. This is business, so just follow my lead. Because ultimately, I wanted to have a right hand on my side. And because of the connection between she and I, you know, I figured, okay, I'm going to take care of his people. And so they went out with me and they went to this situation. They see all these artists, nice looking men and all of that, and now you want to shake and twerk. No, we're not on shaking and twerking time.
Yeah, we not on that. We ain't coming here to do
Listen,
that.
when I represent an artist, I'm in business attire. I have my briefcase. I have on my business suit. If I have on a pair of jeans, I have on some heels because this is business.
Facts.
I'm not here to parlay. I just had a situation. Lil Scrappy came out here, and I was with a particular artist, and I was dressed for the occasion. I don't even want to talk. I didn't come up in there with Daisy Dukes on. Because I'm not trying to catch a nigga by the toe. I'm here because I'm networking and I'm on a job.
Doing business.
I'm a reflection of this artist.
Right.
So because I'm a reflection of this artist, I'm going to show up as such.
Right.
Because I don't want the next artist to see me as Skins. I don't want that to be known, not when it come down to Naya.
Right.
You can hit that. Yeah, that's easy. I don't even want you to even think that that's even possible. Before I came down here, I'm like, oh, what can I put on? Smurf like, yo, just go regular jeans. Okay, cool. Because, see, I would have came up in here with a blazer on and some shit. Really? You understand? And that's just for me to just sit in the audience. Again, I didn't know I was going to get pulled up here. But that's just sitting in the audience because I'm coming as an extension. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's your manager, that's your brother. I'm coming right. I'm going to come correct at all times. And I have to do that because I'm building something here. And again, I don't want it to be seen like everything else. It got to stand out. It got to be different. It have to be different. You know what I'm saying, kid? Like, for real. It has to be different. You know? So, yeah, it matters.
Facts.
You know what I mean?
So you want to kick some shout outs before we get out of here, man? We got to get ready.
Absolutely. First of all, I want to say shout out to you. Shout out to Kid for bringing me on his platform.
Hey, man, you already know.
Mears, you already know. We're going to talk. I need to, let's get you on my next edition. I can get to work. I can get to work tomorrow. We're going to talk. Shout out again to Sipping with Sammy and his lady K.
I'm sipping.
Yeah, Sipping with Sammy. Wait a minute. I just lost my, wait. Shout out to the God. Great God from up in NY. You know, I just did a piece on him too. I just did a whole tribute to him. Shout out to my guys over there. See, I don't want to name drop that. But shout out to all the people that showed me love. Shout out to R3 Banger. Shout out to Reality Childs, cuz I love you. You already know it is what it is. Shout out to my guy Roz Flame. That's another artist. He's gonna be coming out soon. He doing his thing, but he quiet with it.
Right.
He real quiet with it. Shout out to Z Riddler. Shout out, that's my guy. You know, he doing some great things out there in LA. Yes, he's doing some great things out there in LA. So, you know, tap into that. That's an opportunity too.
No,
Kid,
for
we gonna
sure.
talk about
Yeah,
that.
we
He a
gonna
real
talk,
good.
yeah.
He a real good dude. And again, this is not about name dropping. This is just me acknowledging some good people, some great people in the industry that's thoroughbreds like us. So, you know, yeah. Thank you, kid. I appreciate it. Oh,
For
to the
sure.
Rough Riders establishment.
You know what I'm saying? Double R.
It's
So
up.
put your drops in or where they can find you at, like, you know what I'm saying, all your plugs for the magazine, how they can reach,
Yes,
and
yes,
you know
yes.
what I'm saying, all that. Your email
My
address.
website is Fully Live.
There it is.
Yeah, Fully Live and Uncut Magazine.com, of course. But you can find all of the links to everything that I do on my Instagram page. Is NAY.RODRIGUEZ_215. Again, that's NAY.RODRIGUEZ_215. I'm here for you, artists, upcoming artists. Get at me. I'm the person you want to see. It's all love over here.
For sure. And like that, we out of here, you know what I'm saying? And remember, tune in next week. The same time, same network, you know what I'm saying? We streaming live on YouTube and Twitch. Is up. And it's stuck. I'm gonna see you next week with my
Don't give a fuck about how chopper with a drum. For any nigga who on wall, bitch, we the mob. Say bitches up. Don't give a fuck about how you come. Clutching a